The following is a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports is brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Now, it's time for Region 11 Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com.
Ridgeline High School, everyone. I'm Dave Simmons, joined as always by the Patriot Nick Zollinger, and we are live at Ridgeline High School for the final series of the region for both these two teams. Ridgeline getting set to take on the Mountain Crest Mustangs, and this one's a big one, Nick. This last three games could and probably will show us who wins the region, as Ridgeline comes into this one with a region record of 11-1 and Mountain Crest with 10-2. So you got a three-game set. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in this series, and the emotions are going to be high out there, David, as both these teams want to take down the other. Mountain Crest with the opportunity to capture the region title alone with 3 straight wins. If Ridgeline's able to capture at least one win, they assure themselves a share of the region title. If they capture 2 wins, they hold the region title by themselves. And a sweep of Mountain Crest is what all the Riverhawk fans want to see, and it's going to start here on a Tuesday afternoon at Ridgeline Stadium with Easton Hammond on the mound. And
then they'll go to Mountain Crest tomorrow, and then for the final of the 3, it'll be back here at Ridgeline on Friday evening. Actually, Friday, will it be again another 4:30 start? Are they doing them all earlier?
All of them are going to be played early, so we got 4:30 today, 4:30 tomorrow, and then a 3:30 start on Friday. But if you've looked at the forecast, Dave, that Friday weather looks awful.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
So we'll keep you posted on whether or not that one might be postponed to Saturday, might go in even to next week. But I know Ridgeline has got a matchup against Syracuse at home, I believe, for senior night here on Monday.
Yep.
So I think worst case scenario, or best case scenario, they're going to get that game in Friday or Saturday.
Okay, so this one obviously is the one we're focused on now. The weather is beautiful if you're looking to come and take in a ball game.
Absolutely.
Right now is the time. You come down and check out this one. It should be a lot of fun.
The only thing that would have made this game better, Dave, is if it was played at 6, so a lot more people could come down here and watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. It's a little hard for a lot of people to get here before 5 o'clock, but that's what it is. And so Ridgeline, with, as you mentioned, Easton Hammond starting on the mound, will be facing Brock Butters to start the ball game here.
Good to see Butters out there as he's coming up back from a knee injury that he suffered. I can't remember if it was last summer or last spring in the high school season. Suffered a knee injury, and he is back. And I think, from what I've heard, pretty much back to 100%.
I like Brockster. I coached him when he was younger, and he is a really good kid. That one he takes high to start the ball game, so Easton Hammond, the lefty. We haven't seen a ton of Easton, have we, this year?
We haven't on the stream, but he has started.
Yes.
I want to say.
On the games we've called, we haven't seen a ton of them. That one's down the pipe. What?
Was that called a ball?
Called a ball.
Well, Easton has started 6 games this year, and talking to Coach Jensen, it's 100% all about command. And if you got a ump with a tight zone, sometimes things can get sideways with Easton, as that's called for strike 1. I didn't see the pitch before. I was
similar spot.
Looking at some stats.
We'll see if the umpire can hone into a zone here soon. It's first batter.
Only thing worse than the tight zone's an inconsistent zone, Dave, so we'll see what we got here today.
Second pitch down the gut again, so now you got a 2-2 count to Brock Butters.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the MO for Mountain Crest. We're going to stand in here and we're going to take a bunch of pitches, and we're going to make Easton Hammond prove to us that he can throw a high volume of strikes. We're not going to be chasing first pitch or stuff out of the zone. Oh,
Strike
boy.
3. That one was on the inside corner. Maybe Brock was on the plate just a little, so anything in looks in, but it was across the corner. We can't tell from here.
You know, sometimes that I'm going to take strikes, I'm going to take pitches can really work against you because you don't get swings and you don't get timed up on anything. And that time, Easton Hammond runs one on the inside, lower part of the strike zone, and gets strike 3 for the first out of the game.
Luke Palmer will be the second hitter. Is Luke playing shortstop?
I believe so.
Okay, Luke will be the shortstop here for the Mustangs. That's the same pitch right there that got Brock, and Luke takes strike 1 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just going to see this pretty much the first time through the lineup. These Mount Crest hitters are going to be taking strikes, and so far Easton Hammond doing a good job of peppering that strike zone.
That one's fouled off into the tennis courts. Watch out over there. There's plenty of people on the tennis courts. 0-2 to Luke. So Easton ahead in the count right now. And Palmer will step in. Nobody on base. We're just getting started here in the top half of the first. Hammond works from the stretch. That one is just a hair up.
Up in the zone, just misses. Dave, I think we're on 104.5 today.
Okay.
Not light 107.7. I think we're on 104.5.
Always streaming on CashValleyDaily.com, however.
At least we hope so.
That's what we're told, anyways. We've been told, and things have been different at times, but the 2-1 or the 1-2 pitch is upstairs, so 2-2. Now to number 2, Palmer. Hitting in the second spot. A lot of 2s right now. On deck, looks is that J.C. Jones? Yep, J.C.'s on deck. Big, strong kid hitting in the 3 spot. That 2-2 pitch is upstairs, so Luke working the count, gets to full.
Misses again up, and so far early in the ball game, Easton has a tendency to miss high in the zone, so see if he can make a couple of adjustments here, get that ball running down and maybe away from a right-hander here for the full count pitch.
Easton's full count pitch is down in the zone, it looks like, and Luke's going to draw a base on balls.
Yeah, and I think if Trey Purser could have received that one, he may have got a strike call, but it misses the glove and goes behind him, and that's tough to call a strike 3 when the catcher doesn't catch it, right?
Right. You got to squeeze it.
Yep. That one looked like it was just kind of running down and in on Trey a little bit, and just.
You can't miss up right now to J.C. Jones on a fastball. If it's me, I'm a steady dose of off speed right now as Luke Palmer gets a lead off, and that one is
up. Yeah, that's not up by much.
To Luke, that's up. To J.C., that's
belt high.
That's belt high.
That's maybe belly button at worst, but called a ball.
Yep, that one's called a ball. 1-0.
Work the bottom half of that zone.
That one is up as well, so 2-0. On deck is Hornsby for the Mustangs. Wearing number 13. J.C. Jones wearing 14. J.C. waiting. Luke Palmer getting a nice lead over there on first. This one also up. Those are close. If the zone's going to be tight, we're going to see a lot of base runners.
Well, you might not see a lot of Easton Hammond if it's a tight, and if they squeeze that zone at all, and he's having a hard time out there. I know the Jensens are not going to let him just continue to walk people. I mean, like I said, the strategy here for Mountain Crest is going to be take a pretty high volume of strikes, especially the first one. Now you got a 3-1 count here to Jones. He probably won't be taken in this situation.
Yeah, dangerous.
He's looking to do damage.
Dangerous pitch count right now for Easton Hammond. Jones looking to drive one here. 3-1 to Jones. What position's JC playing?
Probably first base, I would assume. If I had to guess.
Here comes the 3-1. Wonder if Luke will be going on this one.
I don't think Mount Crest is going to steal.
That's strike 2.
Near the volume of bases that Ridgeline looks to steal. I want to say on the season, although these stats are about terrible we have on Mountain Crest, I want to say they've only stolen less than 10 bases. Ridgeline will steal more than 10 bases in a game.
In a series, for sure. Palmer gets his lead, and Easton will throw over. That one's a little closer, and they call him safe. A little closer. That's probably the length that Luke can get out there anymore, and he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah. just gets back under the tag from Ben Thompson.
Ooh, there's the smell of the burgers and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Early first inning.
I wish we could pipe that into the stream.
I wish we could,
nice
too.
Smell.
Another pickoff move over there. Perfect throw.
The throws are dialed in for Hammond.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you don't want to be too concerned over there when you got big J.C. Jones
say,
at the plate.
I want to focus on the batter here. I want to get this second out of the inning, possibly a double play. If you get a ground ball from Jones.
Again, another pickoff move. That's 3 straight.
I don't know why they're so worried about Palmer. I don't see him going anywhere, Dave, personally.
Again, I'd be more concerned with the guy at the plate right now.
3-2 count. He may be in motion, but then you got to strike him out, throw him out type situation. But you're going to get some action from Jones in the box.
That's that high heat. That's ball 4 if he doesn't swing at it.
Wow, that is.
And he goes for it and strikes out.
It's a little bit of undisciplined swing there from Jones as Easton Hammond has missed up. I mean, if you didn't know that was his miss, you haven't been paying attention. And Jones chases one out of the strike zone for the second out of the inning for the Riverhawks.
Hornsby now steps in. He's going to hit from the left side of the plate. 2 outs.
Now, if I'm Easton Hammond, I don't even pay attention to Luke Palmer over there. I just get this last out here, lefty on lefty, and Hornsby goes against what the first 3 batters have done.
He was coming up hacking.
Swinging at the first pitch, up and out of the zone. Again, looks like he swung at ball 1, but he's down the count, 0-1, with 2 down here in the top of the first.
Folger on deck for the Mustangs. 2 outs. Hornsby watches ball 1 go by. 1-1.
I think a lefty just hates hitting off another lefty.
As much as a righty hates hitting off a righty.
That's just, but they don't see it as often. Not nearly as often.
You don't
right?
see it quite as much, at least in the lower levels. It seems like in the
big
when you get up into the
leagues,
bigs, you're getting fitty in that thing.
Just out, misses just out, and Easton grits his teeth on that one. He thought he had strike 2 on the outer half of that plate. But it's 2-1 count?
Yep, 2-1. Palmer's still over there at first. As you mentioned, he doesn't look like he's going.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Trey's got a nice strong arm back there, and the velocity brought from Easton Hammond would make it tough to take a base on these guys on this battery. Foul ball out of play. 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get a good jump on a lefty, for one. Easton's got a decent move to the plate, too. He throws with high velocity, and then you got the strong arm of Trey Purser behind the dish. Stealing, if you've only stolen around 10 bases on the year, this is probably not the battery you're going to want to take your chances against.
Agreed. Easton Hammond delivers the 2-2. That one's upstairs. Full count. So a couple batters now gone to full count. In fact,
all 3? Not the first one, did he?
I don't think
Brock.
I don't think Brock did,
no.
But I think Luke. Yeah, I think Luke and JC both did.
See if he can get him here with the payoff pitch. Oh,
that one's just up as well. Luke was going on full count and 2 outs. You're going to move. Those are the times maybe you take one little throw over there to see if you can get him leaning. But that's going to bring up number 8, Folger, and he's got guys on first and second. They're going to bring in a speed up runner for Hornsby, and that's Nelson.
Probably not a terrible walk there, as you don't want to give Hornsby. He can smash. He's a big, strong kid, plays catcher. You don't want to give him anything to hit. I'd probably take my chances against Folger with 2 down and 2 on, then offer something up nice and pretty to Hornsby. Their cleanup. Now you get to the 5 guy, and
Folger is the hitter.
Now that I say that, Folger will probably triple off the wall or something.
That's a strike. Now that one is one that he's called a ball.
The inconsistent strike zone can really not only be bad for a pitcher, it can create some challenges for a hitter, as you're just kind of confused on what's a strike and what's not a strike.
I've always felt that an umpire has to it takes him a minute to get himself settled into it as well. That one's just up.
Yep.
1-1. On deck is Needham, the junior.
And I think Needham's who's going to be out on the bump there, David, as he starts most game 1s for the Mustangs.
Is he their one, you think?
Yeah, he throws hard. When he's on, and he's tough to hit. That curveball he's got can be filthy. Ooh!
Chasing a high ball is Folger on that one. 1-2.
And he's down in the count. Let's see if Easton can finish one off without having to get to full here.
Okay, 1-2 is the count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
Just challenge him here, Big 7.
Oh, he swung at that high ball again, but he got a piece. So he hangs in there, staying alive.
I'd love to see Easton work down in the zone here. Change his eye level just a bit. See if you can get a call on maybe the outer half down in the zone. But the miss up has been predominantly where Hammond has been so far in this ball game.
Yeah, and it's scary to miss up. That's a home run pitch if you miss up. That ball is popped.
It's going to get out of play. Nope.
Yep,
it is.
By about 5-10 feet.
I don't even think you can catch it on the concrete. I don't know.
Because it's officially out of play?
Well, it's only out of play. I talked to Coach
we
Jensen
saw
the other day.
a couple years ago.
It's only out of play if it stays. Now, if it hits the fence and rolls back onto the turf, that is a live ball. But if it hits the fence and stops on the concrete, that's a dead ball, out of play.
But if you want to catch a pop-up,
I don't think you can catch it
you almost got to lean.
I don't think you can catch it standing on the concrete.
Still 1-2 to Folger.
Oh,
and
good
he
curveball.
reaches forward,
Get
and
over
that's
there.
going to be a squibber to first base. And
he's out.
Jumping in there to make the play is Thompson. That was a close call there.
Wow.
Folger motoring down the line. But Thompson makes the play, and Ridgeline gets out of it, giving up 0 runs in the top half of the first.
Good pitch there to finish that at-bat off by Hammond. A nice curveball down in the zone that he gets the ground ball out from Folger.
We'll see if the Ridgeline Riverhawks can get anything here in the bottom of the first. We'll be back in just a moment.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castelite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
As we've said, Nick mentioned, or at least alluded to earlier, the stats we have from Mountain Crest are only about 8 games worth, so we can't really go much off of those.
Yeah, load your stats.
But yeah, we can't. We don't know what we're seeing there. So, as far as Needham goes, just watching him warm up, he does have some solid velocity. But you say he also has good off speed. Have you heard that?
Curveball. I heard the curveball is very good when it's really working, maybe 12-2 or. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
not 12 to 6, sorry. And he's one of those pitchers that sometimes can be effectively wild.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't know exactly what's coming at you, but you know it's coming hard all the time. And if, again, it's kind of the same story with Easton Hammond. If Ryland Needham can control his misses and not let the game get him out of his routine or what he's trying to do, his game plan, then he's very good and he's very effective. But if the game rattles him a little bit or the situation gets to him, the wheels can fall off in a hurry, and it can be kind of ugly at times. So we'll see if he can control the misses, stay around the strike zone, maybe rip one up high and in every once in a while to let him know he's still there, and throw enough strikes to keep these Ridgeline hitters at bay.
Ridgeline will lead off with Cam Blotter, followed by Nate Daly and Trey Purser, hitting in the 1-2-3. I'm assuming Ridgeline's been really good over the course of the season to give us some updated stats. Currently, Cam Blotter hitting .276. He's got an on-base percentage of .432.
Yeah, and when he gets on first base, it's almost an automatic triple, Dave. We've seen him steal second
bases,
and then steal third. So if 40% of the time you can get to first, 40% of the time you're almost going to find yourself on third with less than 2 outs.
Yep, he's a very dangerous runner. He reads pitches well, and he gets good jumps for the most part.
There is some excitement in the Ridgeline dugout right now for this ball game, I tell you what.
Ball 1 to Cam Blotter. Second pitch is ball 2. So your leadoff here is going to take a couple pitches, I believe.
Yeah,
see if they can see what he's got.
I would guess that the game plan against Needham is virtually very close to the same against Hammond. Make him show you that he can throw a high, consistent volume of strikes before you go chasing out of the zone and helping him out. And he's not a pitcher that needs helped out. You got to be patient.
2-1.
If you can get in a hitter's count, you can get your pitch to hit.
2-2. Cam let the last 2 go by. That looked pretty good.
That one he thought, I think Cam thought it was a little bit outside, but a called strike 2 and a 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter for the Riverhawks.
I'm predicting a curveball here.
Are you now?
Yep.
There it is.
There it is. Cam got just a piece on his front foot. Fouled it straight down. Stays alive at 2-2. As I mentioned, Nate Dowley on deck. He's hitting .389 from the left side. It's good to have him also as the 2-hitter with Cam Blotter. That's a curveball getting Cam to fan at that one.
Oh, Needham's got a few words for the Ridgeline dugout. If he's going to get that going this early in the ball game, this is going to be an exciting game, Dave.
I didn't notice. I was looking down doing my book.
His hat fell off just right next to the mound. He went over and picked it up, and he was chirping with the Ridgeline dugout. So, like I say, if that's going to be going on, along with everything else in the atmosphere here tonight, it's going to be an exciting one.
Well, Mount Crest coaching staff's got the left fielder in on Nate Dowley. The center fielder actually shaded over to left, which makes a big hole between right and center for the lefty here.
Yeah, and he can hit it either direction. He can pull for power or he can hit it into the opposite field. Now they kind of shift the infield back as ball 2 from Needham.
That one up and I think a little out. 2-0 to Dowley. Nate waiting. Needham now in the windup. And that one's hit right to the second baseman. He makes the pickup and throw, and that'll be 2 outs.
Such a beautiful field here at Ridgeline. You never get those nasty hops or the ball just stays down on the turf. By far the nicest high school baseball field that I've ever seen.
That's Smith playing second base for the Mustangs. Mason Smith, he
played for Jed growing up.
Just a sophomore.
Jed Jensen, his, what do you call that? It's not Little League.
Just his competitive ball.
Competitive baseball coach. So very.
Trey Purser steps in.
That almost looked like it crossed Hornsby up. I don't know. That sounded like it bounced right off his knee pad. Maybe it got glove. It was weird. Ball 1.
Yep, ball 1.
Needham starting out ball 1 to the first 3 batters for Ridgeline.
Second pitch to Trey.
Another curveball, huh?
Looks inside.
Yeah, down and in.
The zone is really pretty tight right now.
Ball 2. He's gotten down 2-0, I think, to the first 2 hitters, and then worked his way back.
Then he came back, yep.
Got a ground ball out of Dowley and a strikeout out of Blotter. That's 3-0 now to Trey Purser. And you're going to have Cooper Hall on base, speed up running if Purser's able to find his way to first base, as he's got a 3-0 count here.
And
2 down.
Cooper Clark on deck here. Trey shows bunt. We all know that's not going to happen. And that ball's
ball
up.
4.
And he's going to draw the base on balls.
4 in a row. Now, have you ever seen the college baseball atmosphere? I think it's Texas A&M. If you throw 4 balls in a row at Texas A&M as the opposing pitcher, the whole crowd starts going, ball 5, ball 5, ball 5, and then you throw ball 5, and then it's ball 6.
Whoa, they're going to get on you, huh?
I watched one guy throw about 9 in a row.
Oof.
And they were just so loud.
That's funny.
It was a packed house, big stadium too, you know.
Yeah, that's fun.
Baseball in the South. That was
Cooper Clark now digs in. As you mentioned, we got a speed-up runner, and that's Hall.
Oh,
Cooper just misses this one. It's going to be out there in center field. Brock Butters shielding the sun, and he's got it. So the fly out to center, and that will retire the side. Still 0-0.
What do you think about that, Dave? 4 balls in a row, Cooper Clark up there swinging at the first pitch.
If it's
it's
where
the
I
one
want
you're
it,
looking
man, I'm
for,
gonna go.
why not?
Yep. All right, we'll be right back.
RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Mount Crest going to lead off here with Bell.
No.
It says 15 right there.
I thought that was Needham.
I thought so too, but it was Needham is 5.
Oh, okay.
And I was only catching the 5 before. Can you see that?
Yeah,
Where I couldn't see the 1?
I did see that. Yeah, I thought that would be interesting that Needham was hitting. I didn't think I figured they'd just DH for him. So
it's going to be Bell hitting, and then what number are you checking next?
Is that 7?
I think it is Jackson Hill. 7.
Yes, I would say that's correct. So yeah, Needham is going to be getting hit DH'd for.
Okay.
I don't know that he's ever been in the lineup. Maybe so. I
He's a
think
pitcher.
he's a PO.
He's a pitcher.
Pitcher only.
Easton Hammond's out there again. Got through needed to get 4 batters to get his 3 outs in the first half of the first inning.
Needham. Jeez.
Yeah,
of the 7 games they reported, he hasn't pitched any of them. So there you go. Great.
Yeah, not getting a lot.
Great stats for Needham. He has an ERA of 5.75.
According to the 8 games.
No, according to me. I made it up.
We were making all sorts of stuff
Yeah, I mean,
up.
what do you want us to do? Just make up the rest of the stats? Number 15 hits .245 on the year, has 2 hits and 18 walks. On-base percentage of .760.
We'll just tell you what we're guessing here.
Yeah, we're just got to make it up, I guess.
Ball 1 to Bell.
Ooh.
Swings through strike 1, so 1-1. As I mentioned, Jackson Hill on deck.
Biff Rouser in the house.
There's Biff. It's good to see old Biff.
Came to watch him some baseball. Foul ball. Strike 2 to Bell. Dave, did you know on the season he fouls off
27% of his pitches? Yes, well, yeah, I've heard that.
Did you know that? We got that off
crack
Matt.
research staff. Swings
Up in the
through,
zone.
strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So Easton Hammond starting both innings, top of first, top of second with strikeouts.
So Jackson Hill will step in. On deck is Zach Bradfield. Jackson waiting. Hammond works out of the stretch, even with nobody on base. Strike 1, first pitch.
Jackson Hill has a tendency to hit these little choppers to short. We'll see if he rolls one over to Cam or if he stays with the pitch. If it's outside, drives it into right field.
You got a spray chart there.
No, I just did
guessing?
my research.
Yeah, doing your research. That one's right down the gut. Jackson lets it go. 1-2.
Down in the count, 1 out for the Ridgeline defense.
Ooh, Jackson wanted that one,
He's
but
got
he's
a
laid off of
couple
it.
Mount Crest hitters to chase that pitch up in the zone. It is
Jackson
out of the zone.
stays disciplined on that one.
Yep.
2-2 with 1 out. That one's going to be popped
Launched.
up, and is it going to be Hayden?
Trouble.
Yeah, Hayden Hansen's going to handle that
Oh.
one from second base. He's 20 yards deep or so into center field, but he's got it.
Yeah, now after Hayden calls that one off and calls off Cam Blotter and Cooper Clark, Cam's got to get back to his base.
Yeah, get back
because
there.
if Hayden happens to just drop that, Jackson Hill is on his way to 2, and there's nobody home. But the second out of the inning, safely put away by second baseman Hayden Hansen.
Bradfield now steps in, takes strike 1.
I tell you what, if Easton Hammond can start strike 1 or let's just say not get down in the count 2-0 to these Mountain Crest hitters, I think they're going to have a hard time stringing together enough hits to put runs up on the board with Easton Hammond's movement on his fastball. Because I tell you what, if you've ever tried to catch this kid,
have you?
It's nasty.
Have you?
It just has so much run on it that fastball, that two-seam, can just become unhittable if it's thrown for a strike. Oh, that looked good. That was down, though, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it must have been a hair down there. 1-2 to Bradfield.
I haven't, but my son has, and he's told me about it.
It's got some nasty stuff.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that was a really good pitch.
Yeah, and it's just got to be caught.
Yeah. If Trey can squeeze that one, that might have got it.
Yeah, it's just
2-2.
Another one that he just misses with his glove, and it's called a ball. Looked like a good pitch there from Hammond.
Down low, but fought off by Bradfield. Still 2-2. It'll be Mason Smith on deck if we can get there with 2 outs. 2-2 pitch is pulled down the third base line. Almost got Coach. He got out of the way of that one.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. He tried to make a one-handed, barehanded play. Didn't quite get it.
No. Too old for that.
Yeah, why take the pain?
I just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh!
Bradfield chased an up one there, and that's going to get out of the inning for Easton Hammond.
Another pitch up in the zone.
2 strikeouts of the 3 there for Hammond, and that's going to get him out of the second, out of the top of the second. We'll come back for the bottom of the second in just a moment.
Feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Midway through the second inning here, still got zeros up on the board. Coming up for Ridgeline, they'll lead off Bodie Hansen, followed by Cale Kidman and Tyson Smith.
Good to see Bodie back in the lineup after a couple of games. He had to sit out with some back spasms.
Yeah.
If you've ever had a back spasm, bub, it ain't fun.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Oh, that was a good-looking hack.
Yeah.
Did you see that? The warm-up swing looks fine.
A little ibuprofen.
Yeah,
that'll help a guy
a
out.
lot. Ibuprofen equals Ibu playing.
That's right.
As my good
playing.
buddy Moose Major told me the other day.
That's funny. That one's down in the dirt. Didn't quite even get to the plate. Bodie takes ball 1.
Yeah, and Needham really struggling to work ahead here to any of the Ridgeline batters. I don't think he's gotten ahead to one of the first. How many has he faced? 5? Bodie hits in the 5 hole, right?
This is the 5th.
There's that effect. Well, I mean, so far, I guess you can call it effectively wild. He goes up and in and almost plunks Bodie in the dome.
2-0 to Bodie Hansen. Needham turns and pauses for a bit. Strike one on the off speed.
You got to come back with a curveball to get it over the plate. So fastball struggling. But curveball finds the zone for Needham.
2-1 to Bodie Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
That one's in the dirt again.
That's not even close.
Yeah, that's similar to the first pitch of the at-bat, hitting in front of the plate.
Yeah, I mean, really controlling your misses as a pitcher is something to not underestimate. If it's close and pitchers or hitters are constantly having to think about swinging, now look at that.
That's
comes
a good
back
off-speed
with that
pitch.
curveball.
Yeah, it's almost like right now he may have better command of that curveball.
Well, far better. The fastball is missing big time, and the curveball is just sliding in there for a strike.
Full count to Bodie Hansen. There's the full count delivery.
Another curveball.
Chops it down to third base. Foul ball.
I have. Can we redesign this and cut us? Is this a load-bearing?
That's a load-bearing wall, Jerry. It's a.
I need to
Folger
cut
over
a
there
window in that.
On third base, he made the play in foul territory, but it was foul.
Definitely was not over the bag, huh? I had no visual identification of where that ball was.
Definitely on that foul ball side of the bag, so Bodie's going to step back in there with a full count. Folger works out of the windup, but he moves to that. Sorry, Needham. He really pauses.
Really long
and that ball
pause.
is up. So ball 4 to Bodie Hansen.
Leadoff walk for the Riverhawks here in the bottom of the second.
Bodie can run a little too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bode move it if they can get a decent lead out of him.
Hornsby plays well from behind the dish. He's probably not the easiest catcher to steal on. Probably one of the better ones in the region as far as arm strength, pop time, things like that. His pop time's .75.
Oh, yeah that's
did
good.
Some research.
A little more research done by the Patriot. Good thing Bodie has a 0.2 second acceleration time.
Okay, I got it. Oh.
Needham, timeout called by Kidman. He's going to step out and peek again at Coach Jensen down there at third base. And then step back in.
Well, Kidman's got his toes on the inside line of that box.
Yeah, they're on the plate. That delivery is a little down. Can't have been that far in. As you mentioned, Cale gets really close to the things.
No, that was definitely down.
Yep, definitely down.
What a nice guy.
What a guy. Just
get you a stool.
We didn't sit down at that softball game at all yesterday.
No, we didn't. This looks like another guy I know out here.
Well, there's going to be a few out there, Nick.
Is this Keith Larson? But what would he come here for?
Just a good old-fashioned
Just to watch a baseball game.
Absolutely.
Well, why not?
Why not?
It is.
Strike.
That's my buddy.
Yeah, he's a good guy, that Keith. 1-1 to Cale Kidman.
He ain't got no dogs in this fight, does he?
No, but he's a fan of the All-American sport.
Yes.
You could smell the burgers from home there.
Yep.
Logan, he came, followed his nose. Like Toucan Sam.
Oh, pull the trigger on that one, Kidman.
Yeah.
Must have got fooled by the off speed.
Yeah, 1-2. No outs. Bodie Hansen on first base.
See what we got here drawn up by
Tyson
Coach
Smith on deck.
Jensen. He's got his Logan chair. Keith does.
He still has to represent.
Yep.
It's fine. Hadn't had a whole lot to cheer for on that Logan baseball team. They've struggled a little. That's a double play opportunity.
No!
Oh, they throw it to center field. Or to right field. And coming around is Bodie to third base. Bobbled for a second out there in right. And Cale will go ahead and stay at first base.
Yeah, so
on the throwing
E5 there by the third baseman, Folger, as he fields it cleanly and then throws it into right field and allows Bodie Hansen to skate over to third. Cale Kidman isn't able to take advantage of it as that ball kind of was bobbled in right field. And now you got a first and third situation and no outs here for the Ridgeline offense as
Tyson Smith
is trying to score the first run of the ball game. This
Tyson
is what
Smith
it takes,
hitting .309 on the season.
Bottom part of the lineup, and I'm not Bodie's, hits in the 5-hole, but the bottom part of the lineup has got to be productive and get on base and put pressure on this defense. It's exactly what you need right there with 2 strikes. Kidman just reaching out and putting something in play. It's so much better than a strikeout, right? You put pressure on the defense, you make them make a throw, and they make an error and throw it into right field.
Leading off is Kidman. It's not much of a lead over there. That pitch is upstairs. 1-0 to Smith.
Needham's got to work himself out of this pickle. Ground ball, he'll double play here. Even if you give up the run, would be useful. As looks like they're playing double play up the middle and trying to cut the run. If it's to third base, they will go 4 as Folger's drawn all the way in on the grass.
Delivery is down and out.
Low and away. Folger's pitch count's got to be getting up there as he has struggled to find the strike zone here early in this game.
Why are we both calling him Folger at times?
Yeah, I don't know. You got me going over there with the third baseman.
I blame myself. I said it once.
You did. It's your fault.
You just took right with it. You're not helping me get off of it. Sam Schwann.
Nearly 30. Oh,
that's a good
inside.
Pitch.
Yeah, it was.
Need him with an off-speed pitch. Gets that inside corner.
Like you say, Dave, he's got far more command of his off-speed than he does his fastball right now, but that's got to be frustrating as a pitcher to not be able to pump the fastball in there for strikes and then get him off balance with the off-speed. But he's having to rely on his off-speed to get the strikes.
Yeah, he is. In the stretch, Needham peeks to first. Now comes to the plate. That ball, a good curve ball. Comes across as a strike, 2-2.
Probably missed an opportunity to steal there as the off-speed. That's the other thing. You throw that high volume of off-speed to get the strikes. It's just harder to throw somebody out when that pitch takes longer, and sometimes it might be down in the dirt.
Yeah, definitely a better pitch to run on the off-speeds if you can. 2-2 now. And that one is down and out. So we run it up to full count. No outs, runners on the corners.
Yeah, need him up to 30 pitches here, just not even through 2 innings.
Smith still checking with Coach Jensen down the third baseline. Think they'll run? That lead doesn't look like a lead to run with.
It doesn't look like he's going to be taken off.
Yeah, Kale is, if he fell down, he'd touch the bag.
If he just tipped over
to his left. He would probably touch the bag.
Yeah, it's not a huge lead.
It's not super aggressive. He's inching, though, and I think he wants to go.
Yep,
he's going.
He's going. Oh, what a hit. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped
it. And he's safe.
Where is Kidman going?
I don't know what Kidman's doing.
He was halfway to third. If J.C. Jones could just squeeze that, that's a sure double play.
Easy double play to the first baseman, Jones, and he bobbles it and drops it on the ground as it looked like it was just kind of flared and cutting at him off the right-handed bat of Tyson Smith, and he can't handle it, and it's going to lead to a bases loaded, no-out situation for Ben Thompson to come up. Even with that, if Bodie Hansen could have gotten a better read and a better jump off that drop ball from Jones, he could have scored.
That's a really tough one. That ball, he bobbled it multiple times.
You're 100 feet away.
Yeah, but the whole time you got to assume that even though he's bobbling it, he could bring that in. And you have to be able to get back.
But what's the rule? As far off as you can be, and what?
And be able to get back.
Not be thrown out if he catches it.
Yep, but
now,
wouldn't have been that far.
Even if he catches it, where's he going to go for the double play?
First.
Right, so you still got time. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying you got to get 10, 15 feet off your bag, and as soon as you see that ball hit the turf, you're gone. Because to go back when it's bobbled.
The way that thing was bobbled, I would have been heading back too.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate over here saying Bodie should have scored.
I think the situation is what it probably should have been on that play. That's 2 errors in a row to the last 2 batters in the field for the Mustangs. And now you got Ben Thompson coming up with no outs and the bases loaded.
And Needham starts him off with a curveball to get strike 1. Again, it's the only way he's able to throw strikes is with an off-speed. So you got to sit on off-speed here if you're the Ridgeline offense.
Hayden Hansen on deck and then back up to Cam Blotter. Yep, he's looking good at that off-speed pitch. That's 2. 0-2.
0-2, both off speeds coming at you. Ben Thompson, we'll see if he tries to come back with fastball or stays with off speed.
Needham still working out of the stretch here with the bases loaded.
Ball in play anywhere here is good from Thompson.
And that one's going to be hit out to center, taggable for left, and Bodie's going to score. That's a long straight or good throw, hard throw, but not on time. So the sacrifice fly by Thompson scores Bodie Hansen.
It's just a good job of hitting the ball with 2 strikes. You find yourself down 0-2 after you get 2 straight curveballs or off speed, and oh my goodness, we got
Hayden Hansen now.
Is he really going to appeal this? I don't know.
So Ridgeline the first to score in this ball game. Getting 1 on the sacrifice fly by Ben Thompson. Now you got Hayden Hansen stepping in the 9 spot, who is, for all intents and purposes, again, as you mentioned, another leadoff.
Yeah,
he will get. Usually gets the bat on the ball and hits it hard.
And he's patient too.
Mm-hmm. You got 1 out. I mean, there's a logic in bunting Hayden, but just to get the 2 guys across and then up to Cam. But Cam not hitting crazy high average, so I think I'd let Hayden
him swing
it.
Too.
That one's a strike. 1-1. The throw down to second, seeing if they can get Kidman chased back there.
Hansen just under a 300 average on the season. 17 hits, 13 of them singles. 3 doubles and a home run.
We saw his home run. He hit that ball hard.
We did.
That curveball is working. 1-2.
That is working, and it's hard to tell how much movement it has on it from all the way up here, but he's throwing it for strikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tough part about that curveball. Not only are they hard to hit, but when you're throwing them for strikes, it makes it even that much more difficult.
Timeout called by Hayden Hansen, and he steps out with a 1-2 count, 1 out. Cam Blotter on deck, Nate Dowley in the hole. 1 across so far here in the second. For Ridgeline, we got a 1-0 score for the Riverhawks. Still waiting, and there's the delivery. That one's up. Nope, they're going to call it out. I thought it crossed up a hair, but they're going to call Hayden out on a backward strikeout there.
And again, Ridgeline's offense doing a good job of putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Right there, you just got to protect. You got to protect the play and swing at anything that is close to just try to put it in play anywhere. You can't strike out looking with runners in scoring position and 1 down. Because like you said, Dave, you've taken away the opportunity to give up an out, to move the runners to scoring position. So you got to put the ball in play there.
Blotter now steps in. That curveball is up. Just couldn't quite pull that one down. Had very good command of that curveball so far. That one he just unable to really flick it down, you know.
Now, when you're throwing that high volume of curveballs or off speeds, do you feel like it wears you out quicker as a pitcher, or is it the same as throwing a fastball, 4-seam or 2-seam?
I'm probably not a good guy to ask on that, just because I didn't pitch at a high level. It feels like, just from a physiological, it feels like it would be harder, but I don't know if that's the case or not.
More strenuous on your body,
just a little bit.
The way you have to throw the curveball to get it to do what you want it to do.
It sure feels like it could be the case, but I honestly don't know. 2-0 to Cam Blotter. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Cam's out in front and misses that curveball, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes I can't tell if it's a curveball or a changeup he's throwing. It's an off speed. I mean, a lot of times it looks like a curveball where it's breaking down in the zone.
Definitely
Other times it just looks off speed.
Definitely Cam's swing on that was something off speed. He was out in front.
Yep.
That one's a curveball.
Yep.
And that's strike 2.
And that's just starting at the right, or starting at the top right of the zone and breaking down to the bottom left.
2-2 and 2 outs. Cam Blotter trying to just get one in play here. Struck out his first time at bat.
Another one.
And this one he chops Foul. Staying alive.
Needham up into the 40 pitch range. At this pace, he's not going to last too many more innings, as the efficiency has not got there, but his defense hasn't helped him out, as he should have been out of this inning a while ago. You all right over there, bud?
Yeah, just checking some stuff. That one's just out.
Boy.
Just out.
Woo, boy.
Running it up to full.
And the Mountain Crest contingent not happy with that call. Not happy.
Yep. I don't think Ridgeline contingent would be happy either if the roles were switched, because that one was really close. Cam on a full count with 2 outs. Reynolds will be moving.
Yep. And we're going to have some action here on the release, or on the motion to home. We're not playing fast pitch softball anymore.
No, it's different. It's definitely from yesterday. That ball's going to reach the fence.
Away. Yep, hits the backstop, pops right back to Hornsby.
So bases loaded on the walk, and Nate Dowley striding to the plate.
What do we got here? Coach
We got
Jensen.
Kidman on third. We got Tyson Smith on second. And now Cam Blotter on first.
And again, Mountain Crest decides to pull in the left fielder into shallow, and the center fielder shading the left center gap. Right field pretty much playing straight up.
Now Needham's going to work out of the windup.
Ooh.
And that fastball was perfect.
That's one of few that we've seen Needham be able to start these Ridgeline Riverhawk hitters off with a strike in a fastball variety, and that was a good pitch.
See how many fastballs he comes to with Nate. Or to Nate. Nate hits this one oppo, and it's going to be
down.
Down. And it's going to score multiple.
This is going to clear the bases.
Yep, that's going to be a 3-run. And the thing about that is it's on two outs, and Cam was motoring from first from the crack of the bat.
Yeah, when you got to jump like that and speed like Cam Blotter, you're easily going to score from first on the double from Nate Dowley, who hits it down the left field line, and it's unable to be tracked down by number 15. That's Bell out there in left field. As he was playing shallow, he kind of had to retreat a little bit, but it's still a ball he could have caught, Dave. That shouldn't be ruled in air, but it bounced off his glove.
Yeah, he was diving for that ball.
He was diving, but the defense for Mountain Crest not making the plays here in the bottom of the second to give a little bit of relief from Rylan Needham, and this one's going to be tough.
Yeah, Luke comes
Palmer
forward, makes a
That's
really good play
play
on his front foot, and makes the throw across the diamond to get Trey Purser, and that will get the Mustangs out of the inning, but not before Ridgeline gets 4 across. It's a 4-0 lead through 2. We'll be back in just a moment.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
We're just talking off air about what speed does. And we're talking about Cam Blotter and how just the walks and when he can get on base at 400 at 40% of the time. It just puts such strain on the defense. But Cam is faster than average for sure. But I don't think it's Cam. Like, if you were to put Cam in a 100-yarder against, I think there's probably guys on the team that are faster.
I would agree. And it's not.
It's the jump. It's the read. It's the
instincts.
Yes, it's being able to steal bases because you can see things and get that jump. I was a speed-up runner too, and I didn't feel like I was overly fast, but that was one of those things I just could see when you can go and when you can't. And Cam is about as good as they get around here.
Talking to Coach Jed Jensen earlier in the week, he said Cam has a better feel for running the bases than anyone he's ever seen. And this comes from a guy who's played at a high level of baseball. He said his instincts and his feel for his jumps and his leads and how far he can get off and when he can leave is next level elite base running. And we haven't even got to witness it out there yet today because when he's gotten on base, it's been loaded up.
I mean, from an average hitting perspective, it's not a great average. I mean, it's 276, but it doesn't matter. When you're on base 43% of the time and can do what he does with his legs, it's such an advantage for the Riverhawks. Starting off the inning here in the top of the third is Mason Smith, number 9 hitter for the Mustangs. Then we're back to the top with Brock Butters and then Luke Palmer.
Well, when you steal more bases in one game than some teams don't steal the whole season long, and they're going to have 3 kids probably end up close to the top of the record books as far as it goes with stolen bases in the state this season alone. The team speed on this team is just ridiculous. And it wasn't all speed there. A lot of help from the Mountain Crest defense in the bottom half of that second as they played at 4. But I think probably only one of them was in the earned run variety for Needham. I'll have to look at the box score. But the defense breaking down for Mountain Crest in the bottom half of the second.
Yeah, Mason Smith now, as he hits, he's right in there on that plate as well. This one's down and a walk.
Yeah, and that's the 9-hole. Probably not the guy you want to put on base for free there if you're Hammond. An ex-teammate of his, Mason Smith. You want to force that sophomore to swing his barrel.
The sophomore group must have been pretty solid as the youngsters because you've got multiple sophomores out here starting on the varsity teams. Mason Smith, Easton Hammond, Nate Dally, and Cooper Clark out there
all
in center.
Played together.
Yep.
Tyson Smith played with them too.
Yep, it's a good group.
He's a junior, but he was young enough to play with those boys, and to get coached by Jed Jensen, why wouldn't you take that opportunity?
Strike 1 to Brock Butters.
Both pitchers on the inefficient side. Hammond up to 50 pitches already, not even through 3. Needham nearly the same, almost at 50, and he hasn't even started his 3rd inning.
Hammond's going to throw over. That one's going to get to
in the dirt.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just don't know why you're throwing at Mason Smith. I don't see him being the dude that's going to hurt you out there on the bases. Just go get this batter. Attack Brock Butters.
As we mentioned earlier, I don't know that you're going to really run on. Well, first of all, they don't run much, as you said. But secondly,
as a team.
Secondly, with Trey back there and the velocity that Hammond has, I just say you can keep him close, but maybe just step off.
I mean, it's a conversation I probably would have had after the first inning when he wanted to throw over to Luke Palmer like 5 or 6 times. I guess you don't want to take away the feel from your pitcher.
Yeah.
But it's like, let's not throw one into the fence over there and give him a free base, Just go get your hitters. You're a left-hander. They're not really going to get a great jump off you anyways. Mm-hmm. Just go get your hitters here.
0-2 to Brock. Butters, in his first plate appearance, struck out looking. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's down in the dirt. Good block by Trey. Kept it in front.
See, I mean, even a ball like that's not caught by the catcher. The Mount Crest runners aren't even taking those extra steps towards the next base. I just don't think the desire to steal there is that high.
1-2 now to Butters. That one's going to be hit right back to Easton. He takes a look back at Smith.
My.
Lobs a moon ball over there to first, but
that's what you
Smith wasn't running.
That's what you call a cupcake. You don't throw the cupcakes.
Well, he did.
You got to just shuffle, Put a little something
Yeah, a
on
little pepper cake.
Just a little. Just a smidge.
Just some pepper.
Just a dash.
We don't want the cake, just the pepper.
Just a dash of it.
Luke Palmer steps in with one out here. Man on second base.
He walked his first at bat.
Opportunity for Luke to put one across on an RBI. That one's just up.
Up and in to Palmer for ball one.
J.C. Jones on deck. Hammond peeking back at Smith.
That's
pitch
a good
is
pitch.
down the middle and a strike. It's 1-1.
I don't love the umpire's move back there.
It's a little nonchalant for me.
Yeah, there's not much to it.
No, I need a little more flair.
This game has got a lot of energy and excitement in it. Why not give it a little more with the move from behind the dish?
Yeah. Did you ever see Naked Gun? With
yeah, for sure, long time ago.
Yeah,
I mean, Leslie.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Nelson. Is that right?
Thank you. Yes,
I think he was Enrico Palazzo as the umpire. And once he realized the fans liked it when he got into it, he went nuts.
Well, it's like
old Hubba back in the day.
Well, yeah, and you've seen the Savannah Bananas. Those guys got fun umpires.
Yeah, well, they would.
It's just a whole. It's a whole presentation
out
there. Yeah, it's a show. It's a show.
Spectacle.
It is.
What
do we got here? 1-2. He called that a strike. Whoa!
That ball was
looked up and out. I don't know how out, but it looked up.
Mason Smith still on second base.
I like it.
1 out. 1-2 to Luke Palmer. Swung right through that one. Strike 3.
Yeah, when you get one up and out is a called strike 2, and then you come down and in. Good luck.
Two outs now with a runner on second base, and J.C. Jones steps in.
Easton Hammond now with 5 strikeouts in the game.
Personally, I would pitch to J.C. like somebody should be pitching to Trey Purser. You're not going to overpower these guys with fastballs. You have to keep them off balance. So I think there needs to be a steady dose of off-speed pitches.
There's off-speed.
And he just rips that ball to left field.
They're going to try to score on Nate Dowley's arm.
Nate Dowley's going to throw that ball. Oh, that was a good throw. And now they're going to throw it into outfield. You throw that ball to second base, and it's an out, and they're out of the inning. You throw it into the outfield, and it scores a run.
Yeah, just a little bit of a low throw by Trey Purser on the play at second base. Skips past the glove of Cam Blotter. Is like you said, Dave, they had J.C. Jones dead to rights at 2. As a nice throw by Nate Dowley from left field holds Mason Smith at third. And then the errant throw leads to the first run given up by the Riverhawks and a 4-1 lead here with 2 outs in the top of the third.
And Hornsby stepping in on that left side. Good off-speed pitch from Easton Hammond.
The errors
that
for
throw
both
by
teams.
Nate Dowley was a dime.
Yeah, right on the money.
You're not going to run on that.
They had Mason Smith out if he continued to 4, but he had stopped. Then the play at second. Ooh.
That one's down. Trey digs it out of the dirt.
Almost looked like Trey kind of short-armed that, like he kind of rushed the throw. And
or was aiming it. You know what I mean? Like wanted to make
just
sure that didn't
there.
happen, and it happened.
2 errors apiece for both teams.
That one is going to catch the outside corner. Hornsby didn't like it.
You know what, Dave? I disagree with you. I think as much movement as that fastball has on it from Hammond, I don't think these Mount Crest hitters are going to barrel it up enough.
I think J.C. Jones could.
I don't.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
Oof.
That one gets away from Trey, but not far enough for J.C. to get there.
I think he sees so many curveballs throughout the course of the season. He's a better curveball hitter than he is a fastball hitter. He sees more curveballs in an at-bat than he does fastballs.
And, you know, in
He's
your
like
defense,
Trey Purser.
in your defense, I pitched a lot of batting practice to JC, but it was 4 years ago, and the kids change and they grow and they
changed.
And
he's slightly different.
Yeah, he is. But you know, I mean, the tendencies are gonna, I would think, stay the same as you grow.
You're not a 270-pound left-hander that has 6 inches of run on your fastball, neither.
True.
You know what I mean?
But we're in a cage and we're not very far away, and I could still bring some smoke. I just throwing to him, you could see that you can't miss with a fastball with him.
You can't give him too pretty of a fastball.
No.
Well, you've said it before. Only thing, your fastball
on a string.
Is flat
on a string.
I mean,
when I threw him off speed,
when
I threw him off speed, I could see that he wanted to be out on that front side, and so I thought, well, if I'm pitching against JC, I'm going to try to really mix it up and keep him off balance. But he's just a really good hitter. Hornsby had a good hack at that one.
2 strikes, still big swing on it.
2-2.
Hornsby.
Hornsby, senior.
Super fan.
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
I love it. 2-2 to Hornsby, 2 outs. Man on second base is J.C. Jones. They got one across, and that might score J.C. No, Bodie will probably throw him out if he can come up fire, and he
does come up firing.
And they missed it. It was just a little up the line, and that's going to score JC.
Yeah, had a little bit of tail on it. If that baby is on the plate, they throw J.C. Jones out at the plate. But like you said, moves Trey Purser up the line. Just enough for J.C. Jones to plate the second run of the game for the Mustangs. In the top of the third, they get 2, and they still got opportunities here with Folger coming up to bat. Is this Folger?
Yep.
No.
It is. Number 8, Folger.
Okay. He plays third. Right?
Yep, got him at third.
Okay.
Trey Purser goes out and has a quick word with Easton Hammond.
Good piece of hitting there with 2 strikes by
Hornsby. And he trades places with J.C. Jones and scores J.C. Now Coach Jensen in talking to...
He's got something with the communicator that's having issues.
So they're... Instead of giving signs from the dugout, they got a little earpiece going on.
Yeah. Talking to Coach Jensen, they really, I don't know how many pitches they actually call. Probably not a ton, not as many as you think. They love the feel that Trey Purser has for the game, the way he reads the batters in the box and their swings and the pitches that he calls. They really like. They think Trey's baseball IQ is at a next level.
Yeah, he's high enough IQ where they trust him to call a game.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll have some opinions at times.
Well,
but I
think they'll work with him on other things, other elements of the game, and not just the pitch calling. That curveball's down in the dirt.
That's going to hit the knee pad of Trey Purser and roll all the way down to third base, and that's going to move Hornsby to third. Well, actually, it's got a speed up in there, don't they?
Yeah, that's Ethan Nilsson, I think.
Okay. 18, is that what I just picked up?
Probably.
Nilsson, yep.
Another kid that played on Jed Jensen's team. Sophomore.
Pitches up to Folger. That's a lot. They got a lot of guys in that age.
They got a handful of them.
Should be some fun baseball over the next couple of years.
For Jed Jensen, neither of these teams would have anybody out there.
Well, there might be another coach out there handle the reins. That one looked pretty good. They're going to call it a ball in. Folger now with a 3-0 count.
Yeah. Hammond with a little bit of frustration out there.
Man on third base. That one's down, so they'll walk him. You got him on first and third.
Couple of runs across the plate, and Hammond kind of...
You got your Jeopardy music ready?
Oh, we got to...
No, I'm just saying I think that it could happen.
I got it ready.
All right.
If we need it. That's the 4th walk surrendered by Hammond. See, now this is the inefficiency that I'm talking about. Not 2 2/3 inning, 71 pitches. But Needham's on the same pace. I mean, if he struggles in the bottom of the third, he's going to be well over 70 pitches himself.
That's a strike.
Good pitch.
Yep. Facing Bell now. Folger had drawn the walk. So we got runners on first and third.
Here's a new communicator coming in that's Freddie Wayman, in case you were wondering. Slides. What do we got there? Little
hardware.
Little radio box?
Yeah, a little hardware.
They just got it on the other shoulder pad. Okay. Take that one off. You want your Jeopardy music?
We need something. I don't like that. It's not that. Yeah, this is okay. As we wait. They got it handled, we assume. 0-1 to Bell. Runners on first and second. Hammond delivers.
Oof.
Bell swings through it. Bell struck out his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and I think the bottom half of this MC lineup not as effective.
Not a lot so far. This is only the second time through for them.
Hey, did you know Cam Blotter is the #1 base stealer in the state?
Really?
Yeah.
Regardless of classification?
Yep.
Wow. It's good. The boy runs.
Hammond's really got to focus. He's got a 1-2 count here. Those runners on base don't even matter if you're able to strike out Bell, who has a tendency to do it a lot this season.
That ball went just a little bit behind Trey, and it got Folger to second. So you got him on second and third now.
Oh,
and that
boy,
pitch
where's
just
that?
misses.
Where is that? That's a strike, Dave.
So that's the same I said as if the roles were reversed. Last inning, Mountain Crest had a similar gripe.
Got to settle in, get another one here, Hammond.
2-2, 2 outs. Hammond's this one inside, and he's going to ring him up.
Well,
Strike
he comes
3.
back with one. Gets the call on that one as it looked slightly down and in, but strike 3 nonetheless.
Yeah, the umpire almost looked for a second like he wasn't quite sure. And then he refocused up and called it. Okay, so Mountain Crest does get 2 in the top half of the third. It's a 4-2 lead for Ridgeline as we move to the bottom of the third in just a moment.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Ian is going to come back out for Mountain Crest. How many pitches did you say he had through those first
48.
2 innings?
48.
48.
When Easton started the top of the third, he had 50.
Okay.
He's got his way all the way up to around 75. If Needham and Hammond want to stay out there for much longer, both of them, he almost hit him right in the back of the head.
I've seen it happen.
Have you now?
It's not good.
Usually you see that in 8U.
I've seen it in Legion Ball. We were playing up in Wyoming, and our pitcher just didn't quite move. And I can't. Still to this day, I'm like, sure. What are you looking at? Hit him right in the top of the head.
Wouldn't that be terrible?
Yeah. Okay, Cooper Clark's going to lead off the inning here for Ridgeline, facing Needham. Needham starts him off with a very good-looking curveball and got him for strike 1. At this point, are we seeing 50-50 curveballs to fastballs?
I would say maybe 60-40.
I mean, knowing
that's another curveball.
No, that one was a fastball.
Was it now?
Yeah, that was.
That's trouble.
Gas.
That's a long ways to go.
Long run for Brockster. He got it. Brock has always tracked a fly ball well.
This is where the rally got started in the second inning for the Riverhawks. Sorry, go ahead, Brock Butters.
No, he's just always done a very good job tracking fly balls.
Seeing it off the bat, getting a good first step.
Yep. He does a good job with that.
Hey, what do you think about these?
Ooh, those are nice.
You like them?
You got almost as bad of a shoe problem as our buddy Cam Sparrow.
Yeah, not quite as bad as him, but I do love a nice pair of shoes.
I like to live vicariously through you guys.
Okay, thank you.
I do. There's a little bit of.
Go ahead, live it up.
I am.
Live it up.
I have a little bit of coveting going on there. Bodie Hansen takes strike 1. It's a 1-1.
It's a good pitch,
to
right
Bode. All right, what am I doing over here? I gotta.
Where are we at?
Get back.
Back in rhythm.
Back in the rhythm. Cooper flied out.
Flew
out.
Flied?
You're probably right. Flew out to center.
Center. Rock.
Yep. And now Bodie with a 2-1 count. And Bodie's first plate appearance, he walked. Ooh, he hit that hard. Turned on it, and it's going to go foul. He was ready.
Ripped.
Okay. Now,
Go ahead.
as a hitter, there is no way Needham comes with that same pitch.
Why
right?
would you?
So if you're Bodie, do you plan curveball?
Well, the rule is always
plan fastball.
You're always looking fastball and adjusting to off speed. Yeah. So,
but
you can never plan curveball in this situation.
There it was.
Well, there it was. But you always have to sit fastball with 2 strikes.
I agree. But adjusting to an off speed is a little easier said than done.
But it's way easier than trying to look off speed and adjust to a fastball. You'll never do that.
It's true. It's true.
Oh,
curveball again. That was up the middle. There's your adjust to the off speed right there.
And just touch it with your barrel. Good. Put it in play.
It's a good piece of hitting right there by Bodie.
Really good piece. Kept his barrel through the zone for a really long time. Just put enough contact on it to squirt it through the middle of that infield. And it's a single for Bodie Hansen.
Number 44, Kale Kidman, now stepping in. Averages .423. Boy, the kid started absolutely on fire from the games we started calling and just having home run derby for about the first week and a half. What are we looking at?
I'm just looking at, if you look at hitters 5 through 9
for Mountain Crest?
For each team.
Okay.
Only 2 kids able to get on base, hitters 5 through 9 for Mountain Crest. One of them scored, Mason Smith, on a walk. Hitters 5 through 9 for Ridgeline, 1, 2, 3.
But they're getting some errors.
3 of them on base. All of them score runs.
There were 2 errors in a row that really hurt Mountain Crest there.
Really hurt them.
In the bottom of the second. Kale Kidman fouls one back, 1-1. Bodie Hansen on first, 1 out.
Kidman had a streak earlier in the season of about 5 games where he hit 6 home runs. Hasn't hit one since. Looking to find that hot streak again. Isn't baseball just a funny sport where it goes like that?
Yep.
The ebbs and flows of baseball, not only just hits, but hitting for power, hitting for average. It's so much of a mental game, way more than any other sport out there. So much of sport is reaction, instincts, aggressiveness, not baseball. Baseball's a thinking man's.
More than people realize.
So much of it is mental.
If people say baseball's boring, it's because they don't understand it.
And they've never played it.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure the same could be said about a lot of things.
Soccer?
Maybe.
Lacrosse?
Even sports that you and I never grew up playing, like cricket.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Golf. I mean, some people to watch golf on TV is
boring as heck.
I love it, and it's mostly because you and I like to play it, and we have an idea of what they're trying to do.
You think, yeah, I could do that.
I could hit 5 balls into the water.
Oh, jeez, you oath. You oath the other day not to bring that
up.
Ouch.
I did.
Oh, my.
Kale getting the beneficiary of a questionable call there.
Favorable call.
Favorable. I think I should be able to talk at least about that one. And then moving forward, because we didn't have the oath in place until that had already happened.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Or whenever we called a game. I can't remember.
Yesterday.
It's all a blur.
It's all a blur. That ball is strike 3. To me, it doesn't look like Kale's really seeing that curveball.
Yeah, he's definitely not. And that thing is working for Needham. As like you said, Dave, it's a high volume of curveballs out of Needham here to get these Ridgeline hitters out, as he doesn't seem to have much command with his fastball. He throws it here and there, but it's a heavy dose of that curveball.
Tyson Smith now hitting for the Riverhawks as Bodie Hansen is still on first base, 2 outs. And Needham not too deep into the pitch count, at least in this inning. Strike 1. Off speed stuff. I know what we've talked about is you don't plan for curveball, but he's throwing that in the zone.
He's throwing so many of them that you might as well gear up for it.
It's not something you would normally plan for, but Needham steps off. They're going to reset this thing. Tyson Smith steps out and now comes back into the box, and we'll try it again. Needham in the stretch, looking over there at Bodie Hansen, and then delivers, and Smith swings through it.
Smith hitting just over 300 for the season. 14 hits, 14 singles, 3 doubles, 10 RBIs driven in for the junior.
That pitch is up.
Now, what do you call that right there?
What pitch?
Yeah.
Didn't look like the fastball, did it?
No.
He must be throwing some sort of a circle change or something.
He's throwing a lot of whatever it is. Keep an eye on Needham's pitch count here as he is venturing in to complete 3 innings.
1-2. He's got 2 outs and needs 1 more strike here to get out of the bottom of the third.
Needham with only 3 strikeouts on the day, 3 walks, 4 runs, none of them earned. None of those runs are earned runs counted against Needham in the box score.
Yep, like I said, those 2 in a row errors hurt him. That one's up.
And that's
2-2.
the fastball.
Yep. That's that fastball. It's not been in the zone as much as the curveball, and so it makes you wonder, do you just lay off that fastball and just plan to hit a curveball? It's just unconventional.
Well, and it's not even really that close to even the strike zone. It's way out, way up and out, or way down, bouncing foot before the plate.
2-2, 2 outs.
There's curveball.
Smith's going to hit that one out to Brock Butters, and he should settle under that one easily, and does.
Again, another good first step from Butters to chase that one down. That was kind of in left center.
Does a really good job out there. That will get us out of the third inning. Score is still 4-2 Ridgeline. We'll be back in just a moment.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Four to 2, Ridgeline leading through 3 completes. Mountain Crest to start the top of the 4th will bring Hill, Bradford, and Smith. Jackson Hill will step in. Bradfield, on deck.
Mason Smith in the hole.
Mason Smith in the hole.
7-8-9.
7-8-9, and it was Jackson Hill popped up to the second baseman. It was actually kind of in shallow center where Hayden tracked that one down. Bradfield struck out and Mason Smith walked.
You just can't afford any walks down here. You got to force this 7-8-9 part of the lineup, bottom part of the lineup of Mount Crest to beat you. And that's ball 2 from Hammond, as that's called up in the zone.
The problem is, in Hammond's defense, is it has been a strike at times today.
It's an inconsistent zone.
Yep. It's definitely been a strike.
Oh, and that's not
3 times that Trey has let it go off the glove.
And he's just really trying to frame that low fastball and get a called strike there for Hammond, but he misses it, and it's 3-0. That's ball 4 in a row from Hammond. And this is the part of the lineup that you have to force swing their bat, and if they can beat you with singles or doubles or base hits, so be it, but you can't put them on base for free, as Hammond does to start the top part of this 4th inning off, and here you go, Dave.
There's a trip to the mound by Justin Jensen, and they're going to talk this over. Every response will be in the form of a question out there, as we have the Jeopardy.
Og goes out and says, "What is you doing?"
I have no idea.
How can we fix this?
What is throw some strikes? What is a walk? What I did right there. What did you just do? What is walk that guy on 4 straight pitches? Oh, we even hit the post on that. That's nice.
Yes, we did. That was posted up.
All right, so Easton's going to stay in there after a small chit-chat with the coaching staff, or Coach Jensen. Had the whole infield in there with him, I believe. And Zach Bradfield steps in. The man on first base.
And
no outs.
With Bodie Hansen's status unknown or uncertain for at least pitching.
That ball.
Where's that?
I don't know. You wonder if Trey catches that ball if it's a strike.
A strike, yeah. It's tough to call a strike when the catcher doesn't catch it. It just really is for an umpire.
Squaring to bunt is Bradfield, and he pulls it back for ball 2. Or they did call it. Nope. 2-0.
2-0.
I mean, you square to bunt and pull it back on a ball, and you get on base without having to sacrifice an out. It's not bad. Squares again. That one's a strike.
Yep. Looks like he might just be taken. I don't know if he's going to lay one down here or not. See what Coach Hansen decides to put in motion here with his boys. Kind of towards the back of the box. He is not bunting, and that is a swing.
2-2 now.
Chases.
I noticed Jackson Hill's right foot, his back foot, was almost behind the plate, if that makes sense. Like, not deep in the box, but like right behind the plate. He was so crowding it.
On the bunt attempts?
No, just the last. This is Zach Bradfield, so the last hitter. Yeah, he was really in on the plate, but his foot was behind it, which is still out of the box. I mean, but now at this point, the chalk's all kind of messed up. You can't really tell. Full count. No outs. Runner on first base. Zach Bradfield takes ball 4. That's going to do it. Og's going to make that change now, I believe.
Be a pitching change here situation. I'm not sure. Do you go to?
I don't know. I don't know who's thrown lately. I don't know.
They're going to go to Trey. Trey is going to take the catcher's gear off. Tyson Smith is going to put the catcher's gear on. Ben Thompson's going to move to left, I would assume. No? The outfielders aren't going to change. Tyson Smith is going to go behind the plate. Trey Purser's going to pitch. Who's going to play third? Ben Thompson?
He was over at first, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at first. Are we going to have... Well, we'll get you all squared away here when the dust settles.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit more time than normal as catcher's gear is going to get swapped around. Nick, let's take a break here as we're going to wait for this pitching change, and we'll come back in just a moment.
Office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
On the mound now for the Riverhawks. Tyson Smith moves to behind the plate. And that looks like Ben Thompson's over there at third, and Easton Hammond goes to first. As Trey continues to warm up, he probably will have just one or two more here. Actually, he's done. Field umpire going out and talking to him about it, giving him his situation. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. Every time you play this, I'm like, you don't need to be jinxing anybody.
Didn't Rick Vaughn settle in and become elite pitcher for the Indians?
Yep, it's a little different. Okay. First pitch.
And that's dropped by the catcher.
That looks like a strike.
It's got to be squeezed. Is that the right word? It's got to be squeezed back there and caught for a strike versus those balls squirting away from the pitcher, and just it's tough on the umpire. If you're not going to catch it, I mean, it probably is a strike,
Mason
Dave.
Smith squaring for bunt. And that one's a strike. Stays squared for bunt to the point where Easton Hammond 15 feet away.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You get those runners to second and third with one out.
Yep, you got no outs. And you got your 9-1-2 coming up. Squaring again is Mason Smith. And that ball is just up and in. 2-1.
I tell you, if Mason hits one of these, it very well could be the right side, and it might be up in
Easton
the
Hammond's
business of Easton Hammond. He probably don't want to get quite that close. If he pulled back and swing here, we might have trouble.
Oh, tried to bunt it down, and he missed it. Now you got 2-2. You keep him bunting now?
2-2? It depends on how much you trust the kid in the box. His bunting abilities. Once you get 2 strikes, I've never called a bunt with 2 strikes, but I know coaches that have.
Yeah, you're right, though. You got to know your personnel there.
Yep. I think he's swinging.
I think he is, too.
I'd be shocked if he's trying to bunt this.
Oh, that one's up. Full count.
Mason Smith with runners on first and second, a full count and no outs. Trey Purser trying to get out of this thing as Easton Hammond walked the first two players before the switch was made. Brock Butters on deck. Trey gives up a base hit to
Good
center.
piece of
Cooper
hitting.
Clark going to come up firing, and they are going to hold him at third. So Mason Smith with the single. And Mountain Crest is in business. Bases juice and top of the order. Brock Butters hasn't had too much success so far this ball game. He's struck out and just grounded out to the pitcher.
No better time than the present, David.
That's right. No outs. Scores 4-2 if you're just joining us. Ridgeline in the lead with 4 runs in the second inning, then giving up 2 in the third to Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest is in business right now. That one's a strike right down the gut.
The best baseball players know how to focus on the next opportunity to help their team. Right now, Brock Butters with a great opportunity to put his team tied or with the lead with 3 runners on in front of him.
Curveball down and out. 1-1. Butters with an opportunity here to maybe even tie this up with a good solid base hit as the bases are loaded. Trey Purser comes set and delivers, and Brock's on it but fouled it straight back. Checking signs down there at third base coach.
1-2 count. Brock gets all the way up on that plate.
Choking up a little too. Is wanting to get this one in play. Infield corners are looking to make a play at the plate. Brock makes it or gets it to shortstop, and they're going to throw it right over and out of play. That's going to score one. Looked to me like that Hayden just lost the handle on that. It floated on him.
Yeah, on the transfer, he throws it clear over the head of first baseman Easton Hammond. And that's going to lead to runners advancing, 2 runs across the plate, and a 4-4 tie here in the top of the fourth. A lot of 4s out there, David.
Yep. So Brock gets on a fielder's choice, makes it to second base on the error. Jackson Hill scores. Zach Bradfield.
So errors plaguing both defenses as Ridgeline has committed now 3 errors, and Mountain Crest only 2. Or maybe it's 2 apiece. No, I think it should be 3.
The out, let's see.
It is.
The out was Zach Bradfield. Nope, Mason Smith at second.
Yep.
Bradfield scored. Luke Palmer now stepping in.
1 out and an 0-1 count as Purser delivers strike 1. Yeah, 3 errors for Ridgeline and 2 for Mountain Crest. All of them in the costly category as they've led to runs for the other team.
Luke with a chance to give his team the lead here.
Beautiful.
2 strikes now on Luke on the off-speed pitch.
Beautiful curveball by Trey Purser there. Gets him up 0-2. Nothing too pretty here.
Luke's going to have to be protecting a little strike 3.
Oh, boy.
He just got him looking. So 2 strikeouts on the night for Luke and a walk. And bringing up J.C. Jones with 2 outs. Dangerous hitter here.
Yeah, if you can get out of this one with just 2 on the air, you almost kind of feel like it's a win as runners at second base with 2 outs. Any base hit is probably going to score that run. So Trey Purser trying to minimize the damage here for Ridgeline.
Foul ball out of play down the right side to J.C. Jones. 0-1, 2 outs. Runner on second base is Brock Butters. On deck is Hornsby. Walked his first at bat and then singled. J.C. Jones waits. Fastball up. Out of the zone, 1-1. All tied up, 4-4. Mountain Crest now scored in 2 of the 4 innings. All 4 runs for the Riverhawks came in the second. Whew, that one looked pretty close. Little down.
Little down. Along the knees. Maybe down on the shins of Jones.
2-1 to J.C. Jones.
You want to go get me a burger, bud?
Yeah, sure do. That one down as well, 3-1.
Cheese, ketchup, mustard, relish, maybe a couple pickles.
Well, relish is pickles.
Well, I know, but it's a different kind of pickle. I want the dill pickle.
Look, I'm not a pickle guy.
The hamburger pickle.
Not a big pickle guy. I'm not a connoisseur of pickles.
Not a dip something in vinegar and let it soak for a while.
Nope, that's not me. 3-1, dangerous spot here for Trey Purser facing J.C. Jones. 2 outs. Then J.C. chased.
Oh, my goodness.
That one's in the dirt, and it's going to advance Brock to third.
That's just a bad swing by Jones.
Yeah.
As you're up 3-1, you're sitting dead red fastball over the center of that plate, and he chases off-speed ball 4 down in the dirt. We'll see if that one costs the Mustangs a potential base runner, as Jones should be standing on first and third situation here with 2 outs, but it's full. Runner on third, 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Maybe give me a Coke, bag of chips.
So you want the combo meal?
Yeah, please.
Sure, no problem.
Tell them put it on my tab.
I'll put it on the old Patriot tab. Here we go, full count, 2 outs. And JC hits one hard to center. It should be tracked down easily out there by Cooper Clark, and it is, and that's the end of the top of the 4th. And Mount Crest gets 2 more. 4-4 now as we move to the bottom of the 4th.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisor.
Still going to have Needham out there on the mound for Mountain Crest. He had a pretty good bottom of the 3rd. Didn't run that pitch count up as high as Easton Hammond had in the same amount of innings, so he's going to at least see some time in this inning, and if he can get out of it, keep going.
Yeah, and I don't know for Easton Hammond that it was as much of a pitch count issue as it was you're walking
Command.
And you're putting base runners on base at the bottom of their lineup instead of forcing those kids to swing their bat and beat you with base hits. I think that was more of the problem there for Hammond than anything.
Ben Thompson leading it off for the Mustangs. Ben hits in the 8 spot, so we got Ben Thompson, Hayden Hansen, and back up to Cam Blotter. Ben took the first pitch strike. Second pitch is just in.
A breaking ball doesn't get far enough across the plate to be called for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Thompson.
It's like we're starting over here with it all tied up at 4.
Ooh.
Good pitch, good swing, and Thompson swung right through it. But he was not getting ripped off on that one. Getting his money's worth.
One of the few fastballs Needham's been able to locate for a strike. Swung on and missed by Thompson.
Needham's 1-1 is a good curveball. Got him.
It just freezes you as a batter, and you just don't know what to do with that pitch as it's probably starting up around your shoulders and breaking down into the zone. And I'm with you, Dave. I mean, I'm kind of starting to buy into your strategy of just look for curveballs, hit them into the opposite field, and deal with the fastball.
And try to lay off the fastball. Can he throw 3 fastballs in the zone, I guess, is the question. But
he hasn't been
it's
able
just
to
not,
so far.
I mean,
it's not that easy.
No, and I'm not even saying I would do that. He's locating his curveball.
For a strike.
For a strike, right.
For a strike.
That one, as we say it, is a little bit up. I think you might have said it right in the very, very get-go that he's got something about him being just wild enough that it keeps you guessing. Is that how you said it?
Oh.
Strike 1?
Yeah.
You know, he's got that kind of – he throws hard. He's going to be around the zone, but maybe not as consistent as I'm sure he'd like to be. Where's that pitch? That one must have been a little out. But that one looked closer to me than the one he called a strike.
Got a little bit of that in him?
A little bit. But it works. 4-4 is our score here. Hayden Hansen with 1 out. He's got a 2-1 pitch coming. That one is a little up as it crosses the plate. Again, though, we've seen him call that pitch.
Yeah, if you're catching curveball on the belt, though, you got to think it's breaking.
Crossing up.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. 3-1. It's a good pitch to hit now for Hayden. And he got it.
Oh, my. That's
ball.
gone.
Go,
that
ball.
Is gone.
It does. Hayden Hansen with the go-ahead home run here.
Just a bomb.
It was 3-1 pitch, and you just sit on that thing, like you said, dead red. You're ready to roll. And Hayden pops it out of here for his 2nd home run of the season.
Yeah, an old, I don't know who's playing left. Who do we, Bell? He ran into the fence hard. He collided. Is that 15? Yeah, Bell. Bell didn't get a feel for the fence, and he ran smack dab into one of those poles.
Good piece of hitting that time by Hayden Hansen,
swing.
waiting for fastball. And this might sound crazy as well, but if I'm Needham, you've thrown your curveball for strikes more than your fastball. I would have thrown curveball right there if I was him. I know a 3-1 pitch is – Hayden knows a 3-1 pitch is let's sit on a fastball and drive one. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to give it to him, I don't know, you're throwing your curveball so well. I would have thrown a curveball.
Damage done at the bottom part of that lineup, right at the wrap. Hayden Hansen with a solo home run to give the lead back to the Riverhawks.
So I was going to say, even more importantly, give the lead back. 5-4 now, Ridgeline. That one is just a bit upstairs. Over Cam Blotter's head.
Is that I'm throwing at your next dude?
Nah.
No?
I thought it was curveball, and he just lost it.
You're stupid to throw at Cam because you put him on base. You basically put him at third. Why would you want to do that?
I don't think he did.
Well,
to me, it came out of his hand like he was trying to throw that curveball, and it slipped, and he lost it.
We'll see what this pitch does.
You don't throw at a guy with a curveball. It's just not what you do. If you're going to throw at a guy, you throw it below the belt on a fastball.
Well, I'm not saying it was a curveball.
You thought it was fastball?
Well, I don't know. All I know is it was behind the batter.
Yeah.
After a home run. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and there's another one.
That one is a fastball.
Yeah, and that one appears, again, I think he missed, and then I think he disguised one, and then I think he tried to hit him again.
I think it's a stretch. As you said, you don't put Cam Blotter in this situation. You don't put Cam Blotter. And look, his coach is going out and having a talk with him.
Well, I think it's 3 failed attempts. The second pitch was in and up on Cam as well. But I 100% agree. I think it's stupid to try to hit the fastest. See, I think Jed Jensen is out there talking to the umpire that he's thrown at my dude.
How many
pitches has he thrown behind somebody?
I know what you're saying.
I mean, he's a high school pitcher. He doesn't have that loose of an arm. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I have a hard time believing it.
Well, I mean, like I say, put Cam Blotter.
Maybe I don't want to believe it.
You hit him on the top of the helmet. You put him on first base, and then he's on third in 2 pitches. You know what I mean?
Maybe I just don't want to believe it.
Well, I think it was 3 failed attempts to try to send a message to the Ridgeline dugout. And it's a 3-0 count now for Needham.
Umpire had been talked to by multiple people.
I could have been totally wrong on that discussion, but that's just my opinion of watching from here. I haven't seen Needham throw 3 pitches that are that bad.
All game.
Yeah, all game.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good pitch right there, curveball. It's a good pitch.
I just heard somebody yell, 3-0 curveball.
Down and
they
out.
Put him on base anyways, and Cam gives Needham a long stare as he trots down to first base. And you've just put the state leader in stolen bases at first, and now you're going to have to deal with his speed on the bases, and we'll see if Needham and Hornsby can keep Cam Blotter at first base with Nate Dowley up to bat.
At bay.
I'm going to guess that they won't be able to.
Cam has an absolutely healthy lead there. And he's going to get chased back. He's got maybe another half. This is the quickness that I'm talking about. You need to be fast, but you need to be better at quickness and reading. The movement of going towards the plate. There's Cam didn't feel like he had quite the. They're still going to throw it down there, and Cam didn't go. Again, in the defense though of Folger, we got a lefty at the plate in Dowley, and you can't really see.
Hornsby.
Did I say? Okay, I'm sorry.
Hornsby.
Hornsby.
Everybody's Folger if we were not sure.
If you're not sure, you just say Folger. Hornsby. Sorry. Yeah, you got Nate in there, and you can't really quite see if Cam is gone or not. Needham.
He is
multiple
taking
looks.
his time.
And that one's in. Cam has got the attention of Needham right now.
And so far, it's resulted into 2 straight balls. That's 5. That's 6 straight balls from. Oh no, he did throw the 1-3-1 or 3-0 curveball for a strike.
Dowley waiting on 2 with 2-0. Cam's going.
There he goes.
And that ball
hit and
down.
run.
Maybe
hit and run, the old-fashioned hit and run, huh?
Cam was on his way. That ball fouled down the first base line. What's Needham's pitch count up to?
82.
82.
82 on the pitch count. 77 of those curveballs.
Nate on the day is 1 for 2. He had a double.
We got a 1-2 count here, David. Cam Blotter probably going to be in motion here in this situation. Oh, one big step, and there he goes. Oh,
fouled off. Nate fouled it off his own leg. 1 out here. Cam Blotter on first. And making his way back after the foul ball. Nate Dowley doubled his last at-bat. Trey Purser on deck. Again, Cam getting a healthy lead there. He'll take 1 more once he comes set. There it is.
I'm sure he's going to be in motion here with 2 strikes. Oh, another one.
He's safe.
Oh,
he's safe.
And now he's gone to second as it gets away from J.C. Jones.
Yep, that'll work too. You draw that throw, you got the attention, you draw that throw, and it's thrown underneath.
Not going to go.
I thought Cam would have been safe getting back in there anyways, but the crowd thought he was out.
Not going to go down in the record book as a stolen base, but the attention, like you mentioned earlier, Dave, the attention he demands out on the bases can cause big problems with the pitcher, although Needham finds himself in a good spot here, 1-2 against Dowley.
Dowley
He's going again.
Yep, he's going again.
Oh, he's easily in there. Now he's gone again.
That's
and
the
that
pressure you
is
put
the
on
speed.
him. Yep, that's the pressure you put on him with a guy like Cam Blotter.
And you want to throw at Cam Blotter, and you want to miss behind him and throw 3-4 balls and put him on base. That's what you're going to get. He's going to steal bases. He's going to put pressure on you. You're going to make mistakes, and a little miscatch here or a bad throw there, and now it's 6-4 as Cam Blotter individually gets a run manufactured for the Riverhawks. It must have been
a strikeout. We totally
I didn't
missed
even
that.
see the pitch.
I
just
either.
saw Cam running. It was a curveball, Dave. It kind of froze. Nate
Backwards
Dowling.
K?
Yeah, it was. Oh,
Trey just missed that one as he pops it up into left.
And this is settled under by Bell. Oh, my goodness.
Almost dropped that thing, but Trey's going to fly out to left, and that's going to be,
You remember that. Remember that run by Cam Blotter. If that's the difference in this game, that's a huge run from the senior shortstop right there, Cam Blotter.
Cam does what he does best, gets on base and figures out a way to get around and get himself in scoring position. He did it right there. Ridgeline leading 6-4 after 2 in the 4th inning from both teams. We'll be back for the top of the 5th in just a moment.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Hey, yo, bad play.
Well, so far this one's been everything it was built to be. 6-4 now, Riverhawks. Ridgeline got 4 in the second, 2 in the 4th.
I just went by the watch with a whole lot of diamonds.
2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th.
Took a trip out to Cali to hang with
Leading off for Mountain Crest is Hornsby.
Cleanup hitter for the Mustangs.
Facing Trey Purser. Trey strike 1. Hornsby thought about it and didn't go. Second pitch by Trey is also good. Looked like he took a little off of that one to me.
A little off speed, down in the zone, called a strike.
And Trey now well ahead, 0-2.
What do you come with here? High cheese, up in the zone, up in his eyeballs. Yeah.
That's the spot. And he dipped down a little. He dropped that arm angle down just a hair. See if he could get Hornsby to chase, and he didn't.
Just changed the eye level just enough to maybe come back with an off speed or something down and away to the lefty. Lefties hate pitches that running away from them. Maybe an off speed. Ooh.
I got him.
There it is.
Strike 3 as Hornsby swings through it.
And then he whines about the, I don't know, swing and a miss, I guess.
Maybe.
Not happy about his failed attempt on that off speed. I don't know if that was off speed or just down and out.
Strike 2
Strike
call.
2, yep.
Folger now stepping in for the Mustangs. Bell on deck.
Up. Pretty good spot.
Trey working out of the windup. Strike 2 on the foul ball. It's going to reach the tennis courts. No harm out there.
Going to fall inconsequentially to the ground.
Yep.
Hey, double cheese, actually. Double cheese, ketchup, mustard, relish.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
Get yourself a dog. Bring it back up. We'll eat it on the air.
I'd make all of our listeners just be like, what's going on? And they'll be hungry. I didn't even have a burger today, and I'd feel pretty good about it. It's kind of a one burger a day guy.
You have a light salad?
What did I have? I had a sandwich.
Okay.
Subway.
From? Subway.
Just try to keep it. I had a burger yesterday. I couldn't go 2 burgers.
Trying to make good decisions, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to do my own thing. I don't follow extreme things. I've told you.
2-2.
Yep.
That's strike 3.
And you wonder if
I don't know what
popping up to throw that ball around by Tyson Smith almost made the call for the umpire.
He knew it was strike 3 when he caught it.
But could you imagine the umpire not calling that strike 3 once he stood up and threw that thing around?
How could you not?
I know.
Like you say, you almost have to call that one at that point, right?
That's why I'm saying I think Smith made the call right there.
Trey Purser doing a good job in relief here of Easton Hammond, who started to struggle in the top of the 4th. They brought Trey in to relieve.
Bell now stepping in. Nobody on base. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Bell.
Down.
Hit ground?
I think so.
Glove?
I don't know. There's been a lot of those, hasn't there?
Yeah, more than normal. That's
I had
for sure.
something I wanted
Makes
to
you
talk
wonder
to
if
you
they got a
about.
new glove back there they're working on. You wouldn't think you'd put a brand new
put
glove
that out
into
and
play.
in the Region Championship Series.
You wouldn't think so.
Let's stick with what got us here.
Mm-hmm.
Ball 2.
What'd you want to ask me? I'm sure it was something riveting.
No, I had something I wanted to talk to you about. It's kind of funny, but I can't remember what it is now. I'll think about it.
All right. Bell with 2-0 count. And he got the strike on that one. It did pop out of Smith's glove.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But
okay.
Stu Rowdy Ride, everybody.
Oh, boy. That one's down, hits the plate, and then got a piece of Tyson Smith back there.
I don't think it matters at what level you're at. I have a hard time if you don't catch it.
Behind the plate?
Yeah.
It's hard to catch a ball that hits the ground first.
No, I'm saying, on a strike call.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's
Down
ball
and
4.
out.
So Bell's going to get the base on balls and bring up Jackson Hill.
Yeah, and he struck out twice. Oh, no. Sorry, Bell has flown out.
Bell struck out
twice. Oh,
twice.
yeah, Bell has struck out twice. I mean, the walks can get awful frustrating.
Jackson Hill has flown out.
That's something
more of a pop out. Flew out.
I want to say the...
and then walked.
I want to say the...
Don't throw it into center field or to right field. Chasing him back to first base. Easton Hammond blocks it and keeps it in front.
7 walks for the Riverhawks and only 4 for the Mustangs. 3 hits apiece, Dave.
Total?
3 hits for each team. 6 hits total. 7 more errors.
More errors than
hits.
Oof. That ball's hit out to Bodie Hansen slicing, but he's got a bead on it, and he's got it. That's the 3rd out of the inning. And Ridgeline's going to come up here in the bottom of the 5th, see if they can add to this 2-run lead. It's 6-4 Ridgeline.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
still out there for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 5th. And he's going to face Cooper Clark, Bodie Hansen, and Cale Kidman to start the inning.
We going to a movie tonight, bud?
Nope.
It's a 10 p.m. start.
Griffey's going to have everybody coming over at like 8:30, 8:40 because there's like 4 kids getting mission calls
Wrap
tonight.
it up.
Everybody, could you leave? I gotta.
We just wrap this up.
Yeah,
I got a movie to go see.
Those nachos
Well,
aren't gonna
good
eat
luck to you.
themselves. Thank you.
I think it's going to be Chihuahua, Mexico.
Do you?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Right across the border
it's
from
one
Texas.
of those. It's an interesting feeling as a parent. You know,
You've been through it. You're a veteran. You don't like
I'm
it.
a one-time veteran. It's exciting, but it pulls at your parents' strings. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sure it does. Ooh, strike one. Needham still on the bump.
Bodie, I think Bodie's getting hit. He's opening his tonight too.
Oh, good for him.
And Ian Dowley, and I got to think on this. There's another one too.
Ooh, 2 curveballs to start this at bat for Cooper Clark, and he's down 0-2.
Ian, Bodie. There's Ian. One more. Strike 3 on Cooper Clark.
Kind of a rough at bat there for the sophomores. He gets curveball after curveball from Needham, and he just fans at that one. I'm telling you that the risk you run of throwing that many curveballs is if you hang one in the zone and someone does get a good read off it out of your hand, it's liable to get hit 350. You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure.
Where fastball, there's fastball again down in the dirt, not thrown for a strike. So if you're sitting right here in your Bodie Hansen, you're 1-0. You're like, okay, I'm going to look for curveball out over the plate, and if I get it, I'm just going to hammer it. That was curveball down in the zone.
Did Cooper swing on that third strike?
Yeah, swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Swing and a miss.
Looked at strike 1, looked at strike 2, and kind of just flipped at strike 3 and couldn't get barrel on it.
Good pitch that time to Bodie. They're going to get a strike on that one.
It's kind of up and in, but strike 1 nonetheless. 2-1 count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Riverhawks up 6-4.
Needham delivers. That one's out. So this is that same pitch count that Hayden Hansen just sat back and ripped.
Yep.
Let's see if Bodie can do the same thing. And let's also see if Needham trusts his fastball on this or if he goes to curveball.
I'm betting curveball.
Curveball, yep. And that's going to be a walk. Bodie draws a walk. That's his second walk of the day. He's also got a single, so he's 1 for 1. And bringing up Cale Kidman. So Bodie on first with 1 out. Cale Kidman up. Tyson Smith on deck. We're here in the bottom of the 5th. And Needham. Pitch count's getting up there a little bit now, isn't it, Nick? He's got to be around the 90.
94.
Good pitch. Strike on the fastball. It's the nonchalant called strike. It's like, is he calling a strike or is he saying it's something? There's no aggressiveness to it.
Right, and I appreciate a little bit of,
Yeah, a little oomph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cale Kidman, 0-1. Needham peeking at Bodie Hansen. Now delivers. In the dirt. Bodie's got to go. He's gonna
get there.
Get there only because the throw is a little high. It's not a good jump off of the dirt there, but he's there. Nonetheless, he is there. Let's see.
What do you got?
Hornsby did a pretty good job at least trying to keep it in front, but it went down the third base line too far. Needham now having a look at Bodie Hansen on second base. Cale Kidman waiting. Cale had a good hack at that one.
I'd say he did. Just missed
it. Just missed that one, and it is
1-2.
Fouled straight back.
What is the pitch limit? 110? Yeah, so once you reach a 110 pitch limit, You get to finish the batter you're facing once you've crossed that threshold, and then you're toast.
Out.
Cooked. Well done.
Ooh, good pitch. That one was an off-speed pitch.
That's the second time Kidman's had.
He doesn't. I think I mentioned the same thing. He just doesn't seem to be seeing that curveball.
I think this was in the backwards variety as well.
I think you're right. So that's 2 outs.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
Fool me twice, you just can't get fooled again.
I don't know. I think you'd be frozen on that curveball.
I think I could foul it off.
You think you could fight that thing off?
I'd go down swinging at least. You know what I mean?
You'd jump in front of it just to get on base, just like.
Well, I got the speed of Cam Blotter, so yeah, once I'm on base.
Okay.
I raced him in my backyard.
You pull a hammy?
I think that, and then I woke up.
Yeah, that's not a good move on your part.
No, I don't want to race him. I want nothing to do with racing him.
No, I'm with you.
No one
I've
there,
asked
Bodie.
you recently
No one there.
When the last time you actually sprinted was, and you claimed basketball, and I'm going to say no, you're not sprinting in basketball.
Yeah, I am. I give it all I got.
End line to end line.
I'm the 8-year running Defensive Player of the Year in the Sports Academy.
Early morning pickup leagues.
Old man league.
Yeah.
Where it's low and slow.
Like a brisket.
Yep.
Yep, I like it. There's no way you've sprinted. I'm talking sprint. I think if we were all honest with ourselves, all three of us up here, the last time any of us actually full-on sprinted has been
20s.
years. Pull a hammy if you do. That's another good off-speed pitch. Tyson Smith now with a 2-1 count with 2 outs. Bodie Hansen still on second. Ben Thompson on deck. Tyson looking to put one into play, maybe get a run across if he can get into the outfield. That's that inside. It looks like he's not sure if he wants to call it a strike, and then he does.
If that's a breaking ball, if that's a curveball coming from Needham, and there's no way that's crossing across the plate, because that's almost hitting Tyson Smith.
Well, Tyson's on the plate.
Well, I know, but if it's breaking ball coming from the catcher's left to his right.
Chopper, third base side, foul. 2-2 to Tyson Smith as he trots back.
I give the strike zone about a C-.
Yeah, it's been inconsistent.
Yeah. And the move, an F.
The strike call?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I need a little more excitement in it. Yep. All right, here we go. 2-2 with 2 outs. Bodie on second. Number 22, Tyson Smith at the plate. Fastball's popped straight up.
Hornsby's going to have a play on this.
Hornsby does have a play on it. Good catch. Good play by Hornsby to go find it, get the mask off and out of his way, and catch that one. So that will end the 5th inning with nobody scoring for either team. Ridgeline still leading 6-4. We'll be back for the top of the 6th in just a moment.
RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Austin Dowley, Bodie Hansen, Diego Vasquez, and then tonight or tomorrow they're opening them. And then we think that Hayden Hansen might be next week. Lots of them out there. Let's see. We're coming up for Mountain Crest here in the top of the 6th will be Zach Bradfield, Mason Smith, and then back to Brock Butters. Maybe this is the one that got us pulled from YouTube because we enjoyed it.
We've been swinging and missing.
It's Nick's block-up music.
It ain't broke
to the T block.
Damn, it needs fixing.
On that lake hole. And I'm trying to get in your head really with that one because that hole gets me, and you usually that's always the hole that I have to battle.
Doing a good job of it too.
Ball 2 down from Trey. That one hits the ground first and gets to the backstop. See, Zach Bradfield has struck out and reached on a walk, but he did score in the 4th. Strike 1 there. Zach watches that one. 2-1 to Bradfield. Purser delivers the 2-1, and Bradfield fouls it off into the tennis courts. Only one court being utilized now, so a lot less chance for casualty out there when you have these foul balls.
If I was that one court, I'd move up to the very top.
I would too.
You're kind of like right in the sweet spot.
Yes, you are. Under heavy fire there. Foul ball straight back.
She's going to take one of them and get smoked with one upside the head before they put some nets on top. Something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like way up there.
Well,
I don't know how high. I don't know how high a tennis ball.
I've been known to hit a real high lob.
Yeah, you save them?
Yeah, I've been known to hit a real high lob. Ooh, that's got to hurt. I think that one might have got Smith in the shoulder.
I think we're going to see a new pitcher for Mountain Crest in the bottom part of this inning.
There's nobody out in the. Was there?
Yeah, I'm sure they got somebody ready to go. I don't know. I have no clue who it is. If I had some Max Prep stats, I could maybe make an educated guess on who's coming up for relief. That one's driven into center field.
Yeah, not far for Cooper Clark to go track down, though. So it's just a long fly ball and out. So Zach Bradfield flies out to center for the first out of the inning.
Based on my scouting report, that happens a lot.
And we've been known to guess on some things.
Or make it up.
Yeah, just make it up. Flat out make it up.
Just make it up.
When all else fails, you don't have the info, you just make it up. That ball down.
Mason
Trey throws 23.2% of his pitches down in the dirt.
Well, that last piece of hitting by Mason Smith in his last at-bat was just beautiful.
Yes, it
Drove in a run?
It was.
Didn't he? Did he drive in a run? Yeah, he did. Or two.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting there. He's got a 1-1 count on him now with one out. Yeah, I think he scored 2 on it.
He does love the right side of this field. See if he's able to drive one in that same direction.
You can tell the sun is definitely an issue out there as Bodie's already got his eyes shaded in right field.
Whoa.
That one's just a little up and in. Ducking out of the way of that is Mason Smith.
Now, I don't know why. That ducking out of a pitch just drives me crazy as a coach.
You want him to wear it.
I just want him to turn away. Yeah, turn away. And if it hits you, it hits you.
Ooh. Smith tried to get the umpire to call that one too, popping up to throw it around the horn.
Need to maybe frame that one a little bit, Tyson, get that baby to stick down there and get a call, but I looked pretty good from here. Maybe just a little low in the zone, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You ever had the Little Caesars little puffs?
Yeah, well, only because you told me to. They are good.
Aren't they?
Yeah, they're good.
You weren't there the night I shared them with everybody?
I was there. I got no share.
We shared them before we came in, didn't we?
I don't know, but I didn't get one, and I
car.
went home, and I'm like, apparently they're good, so we should get some.
And you did.
We got some.
They're solid,
They're
aren't
good.
they?
They're good. But it's just basically a small little, drawing a walk is Smith.
It's just a small little bite-sized piece of what their already delicious pan pizza is. It's the same thing.
But it's all kind of wrapped up in a nice little
morsel.
Little muffin.
Yeah, it's good.
If I could describe it, it's like something you'd make in a muffin pan, right?
Yeah,
it's
about that big,
size.
maybe even a hair smaller.
But the crisp on the outside and the...
Are you hungry? I think you might be hungry.
I'm hungry.
You've been asking me for burgers.
Hey, go get me one, would you? Be a friend.
I got a game to call here. Brock Butter's stepping in, man on first. Okay, I like it. You should have told me that hours ago, right at Bodie on the line drive. Bodie's going to throw it back to Easton at first to try to double up Smith. Not going to get there on time, but good hard hit ball by Butters, but it goes right to Bodie Hansen. So fly out to right fielder is the second out of the inning, and now Luke Palmer, who reached his first at bat, reached on a base on balls, and then he struck out his next 2 times. So Luke is due.
Leadoff hitter, the 2 leadoffs for Mountain Crest. Sorry, the first 2 hitters for Mountain Crest are a combined 0 for 6.
It's probably not what the Mustangs were looking for. First pitch to Luke is down and out. 1-0.
Two outs here in the top of the 6th. We got a text coming in.
Me too. Luke hits one hard right at Cam Blotter, so the line drive is going to be the 3rd out of the inning, and that will do it for the Mustangs in the top half of the 6th. Ridgeline coming up here in the bottom of the 6th, leading 6-4.
3 years in a row, Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Hill is going to come in relief for the Mustangs.
Surprised.
Do they have a lefty that you know of?
No, I don't believe they have a lefty on the squad, but surprised to see Needham get all the way to through the 5th.
Yeah.
As he was 50 pitches through 2, I think.
Yeah, he settled in a little bit.
Did settle in and started relying on that off-speed curveball to get strikes and get ahead in counts.
And the 6 runs maybe aren't truly indicative of him, of what he did tonight.
No.
As there were some errors that did not help him. Let's see. We're going to get Ben Thompson to start the inning, followed by Hayden Hansen, and then back up to the top with Cam Blotter.
Needham gave up 1 earned run, Dave.
Yeah. That's 7
strikeouts, 5 walks.
The walks never help.
3 hits.
Yeah, the walks don't help. And the errors obviously didn't help.
Nope.
This ballgame's not over, though.
And walking Cam Blotter and giving Ridgeline that extra run didn't help either.
Ball off the glove of Jackson. Good play by Luke Palmer to scoop it up and make the play to first on a really quick transition from glove to hand, making the play across the diamond. Luke's been able to throw that little sidearm thing since he was a little dude. And that's what he had to do there to get it out and over there as quick as possible.
Yeah, he got it in and out. The transition, the transfer was beautiful there by shortstop Luke Palmer. As they get the leadoff batter out here in the top of the 6th. Riverhawks looking for some insurance. Sorry, bottom of the 6th.
Yep, and Hayden Hansen takes first pitch strike.
Hayden homered his last at-bat. Struck out his first at-bat, so he's 1 for 2. That one's a good one as well, so strike 2. So Hayden behind quickly here. He's going to have to fight now at 0-2, and Jackson Hill in the driver's seat. Asks for the sign to be given again, and that one's going to be a little up and out. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong in this, but I feel like the delivery and just kind of everything from Jackson Hill coming from Needham are similar enough. That's why I wondered if they had maybe a lefty that they could just mix it up a little.
Very similar look.
Hayden hits this one, and Luke Palmer gets a nice little candy hop and throws him out at first.
Another good play by Palmer.
Yep. That last little hop popped right up for him. But he was in the right spot.
He had to move to his left, catch it about over just behind second base. And a nice strong throw across the diamond gets the second out of the inning and brings top of the lineup up for the River Hawks, Cam Blotter.
2 outs, nobody on base, and strike 1 to Cam. Good job by Jackson Hill working ahead. 6-4, Ridgeline in the lead here. Ball 1 outside. So, as the region standings are, Mountain Crest has 2 losses. Ridgeline's got 1.
Bear River with 3.
So these are all big ball games.
Mm-hmm. I think with a win right here, Ridgeline
they'll at least secure a tie. Yeah.
A share. Given the assumption that Bear River's not going to lose.
Yeah. And I think that's probably a pretty good bet there.
Probably be the variety of a 3-way tie. This can be a tough play for
Cam. Chops it
Folger
high, and Folger comes in, makes the play across the diamond, and that's going to get. That was 3 up, 3 down there for Jackson Hill. So good job by Jackson coming in relief. But it's going to take us to the top of the 7th, and if Ridgeline can hold them off, they're going to get the dub here, and we'll be right back.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you want to
Here we go. Top of the 7th. Mountain Crest trailing by 2, 6-4. Ridgeline, if they can stop them here, get the win. J.C. Jones leading it off for the Mustangs and takes first pitch, ball 1. Trey Purser still on the mound here in the top of the 7th. What inning did Trey come in? 4th?
Top of 4.
Good pitch by Trey, getting J.C. to swing through that. It was in the 4th when first two walks of the inning, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So Easton did run out there in the 4th, and then they made the change. Trey Purser on the one pitch gets him to ground to Ben Thompson at 3rd, throwing across the diamond, got him. 1 out.
Top of the 4th, Easton Hammond started with a walk to the 7-hitter Jackson Hill and a walk to the 8-hitter Zach Bradfield.
So J.C.
and then was pulled.
Jones grounds out to third base for the first out of the inning. J.C. does have a single on the day, but then he's struck out, flown out, and grounded out. So he's 1 for 4. Now Hornsby coming up. He's got base on balls, a single, and a strikeout. So he is 1 for 2 officially. First pitch from Trey is a little down.
Very close.
Very close. 1-0. See if Trey can clean this one up here. Strike 1. 1-1. 1 out. Hornsby. Strong, dangerous hitter. Hits from the left side. The 1-1 pitch is just in. Sometimes it feels like the zone is about the size of the baseball.
I told you it's a C- at best.
And it's both ways.
Hammered.
That ball's out of here.
That's gone.
That's not even.
Nope.
Nope.
Can of corn, Dave.
I thought he got it. Where's the Zephyr? What's the wind? Nothing. There's
no wind.
No wind. That jumped off the bat, and I thought for sure it was Gonzo.
Just missed it.
Yep. So nothing but a long out there for Hornsby. So flies out to left for the second out, and now Folger stepping into the box. First pitch is a good one, strike 1, 0-1.
Trey with the win opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would get credit for the win. Ooh, good pitch.
Well, was it? Yeah, it was 4-4.
Yeah, he came in with the tie game.
Or was it 4-2 when he came in?
No, it was 4-4.
And then because of the walks, they ended up scoring those.
Oh, you might be right.
Might be the save. No, because then it
you
tied up.
Relinquished the lead.
Yeah.
So it'd be the win.
It'd be the win. 1-2 to Folger. 1 strike away from the victory here. And he grounds to third base. Ben Thompson makes the play, throws across the diamond. Out. That was close. It was very close play.
Very close at first base.
Mm-hmm. Closer than I think everybody expected it to be, and a good play by Ben, and that will give the victory to the Riverhawks and 1 step closer to an outright region championship.
Well, that secures the tie.
Yep. 1 step closer to the outright. They do have the tie secured.
They win tomorrow or they win on Friday, weather permitting. Either day, they find a victory there against the Mustangs, which they're going to see pitching that is nowhere near the level that Needham will bring at you.
On tomorrow?
Tomorrow and the next day. I'm not sure who they're going to throw out there. I did get a little correction. Caden Collimore is a left-hander.
Oh, okay.
So they do bring him, and I think he probably will start game 2.
Okay.
And then I want to say Bradfield.
He's not
will probably be the next guy.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say he's lefty.
One of those will pitch game 2. One of those will pitch game 3. I think the Riverhawks
Zach Bradfield
like their chances.
They got 2 Bradfield. I wonder if that's the younger brother, and I just didn't know.
Maybe.
I think
I
so.
called one.
Oh, there's Bradfield and Bradford. So it's Zach Bradfield.
Yeah.
He'll pitch.
Yeah, he'll pitch game 2 or game 3.
Gotcha. Well, Nick, our next broadcast will be the Gals softball on Friday. What time's that one start?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. I'll be there.
Yeah, we were hoping to do a doubleheader, and they couldn't work out the game time. But if weather gets nasty and those games get canceled, we might be back on for the game 3 of this series, depending on when they reschedule it for.
Well, we will play it all by ear, folks.
So you just stay on your toes with me this weekend, bub.
Those games will be always on CashValleyDaily.com. If you're looking for them on the radio, check 104.5, but also check 107.7 Light FM, where the sultry sounds of Nick the Patriot Zollinger would like to be for you. This one goes to the Riverhawks, winning 6-4 here at home. They'll play tomorrow evening again, as Nick said, against Mountain Crest at Mountain Crest. And then they'll wait till Friday to play the third game of the set. For the gals, they just dropped the game to Spanish Fork in a heartbreaker last night, but they get to come back and go against the Desert Hills, who are ranked number 1 right now in 4A. For Nick, the Patriot Zollinger, I'm Dave Simmons. Thanks for listening in. Have a good night, everyone.
This has been a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports has been brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.